What's going on, guys? This is a video on recovery and how to recover better, some recovery tips if you've broken a bone, strained your muscle, things to that nature, right? So with our condition, we're kind of more delicate than others, and so we have to be very careful. Depending on your severity, you have to treat it or address it the right way, because sometimes we're not aware of something, and I'll explain that later on in the video, right? So first off, you have to examine the injury. Is it a muscle strain? Is it a fracture? That means, did you break your bone? Is it a dislocation? Is it just a bruise? You have to examine what it is, and then from there you have to address it. So if you strain your muscle, the best bet is to not overwork that muscle anymore. So if you strain your muscle, that means pulling your muscle, straining your muscle too hard. Essentially, it's pulling the muscle and ripping it, right? So if you have a minor tear, you want to relax and rest at all costs. You want to recover as fast as you can. So that is by eating healthy, by having a healthy diet. You will promote better recovery, a better body overall. So your diet is a huge role when it comes to recovery and whatnot. So make sure you are eating healthily. So that's that. Number two is take some supplements if you're low on calcium or low on vitamin C or vitamin D. I recommend to take all those because that will aid in recovery. That will definitely help with recovery in a much faster state. So you will recover much faster from doing that. And number three is to get blood flow moving. So when I said you have to rest, you have to rest. But once you have the the action to move again, like once you have healed up a bit, once you have the movement and the power to move yourself or the injured body part or whatever, you want to slightly exercise that or do rehab stuff to get the blood flow moving to that area. Because when you are injured, and if you leave that injured spot untreated just for a very long time, it becomes weak and your muscle starts degrading. So that means your muscle starts losing its muscle, right? And that happens when you're not using that muscle, right? And there is no fresh blood flow. That means there's no good nutrients flowing to that area. With the blood flow, that means nutrients, that means growth, right? So we want to increase the blood flow. So you want to do some rehab exercises or incorporate a blood flow restriction training method. So that is essentially tying a rope or something like that around your limb, and that will help build up lactic acid and blood flow to a certain area. For example, like your bicep, if you strained your bicep or broke your bicep or whatever the case might be, right? If you tie a band over your arm and tie it up, but not completely to the point where you're going to cut off your circulation, just a tad bit, um, there will be much more blood flow to that area, causing much more strain, which will result in growth and more nutrient flow and more blood flow and things like that. So that's very helpful for that, right? So yeah, people, the main things is or are to rest, to eat healthy, and then to take supplements or take the optimal way to recover faster and better, right? So if you're deficient in anything, any vitamins and minerals that is essential for recovery, make sure you address that. In order to find that out, simply examine your diet. And your lifestyle. Are you stressing all the time? If so, you need to stop stressing and just let your body relax and let it do its job, right? Um, are you getting enough sun? The sun gives you vitamin D. If not, then you have to take vitamin D supplements, because vitamin D is very crucial and very vital for the body for many purposes. And so yeah, and if you're deficient in vitamin C, a lot of people are in this day and age, and not just us OI people, but general people as well. They are very deficient in vitamin C and vitamin D. So make sure you're taking that, and make sure you take your essential vitamins, potassium, magnesium, iron, things to that nature to help recover with blood flow. To help to recover much better. And with all that blood flow to that area, you're giving it vitamins and minerals. And so that makes logical sense, right? If you have all those vitamins and minerals from those supplements or from that healthy diet regimen that you got, all that healthy and vitamins and minerals will go to that area. Whereas if you don't have any good vitamins and minerals in your body, or if you're deficient in that, there's no blood flow with nutrients going to your injured area. So how do you expect to recover, right? You can't. I mean, you will, but it's going to be very slow, and you still might be injured, and the recovery process might be hindered. And so a lot of people resolve to going to the doctors, getting surgery, and so on and so forth, right? And surgery is not always the answer, but it will be the answer if there's nothing could be done to your body. Like you tried everything. Like you tried rehab, exercising. You tried everything but surgery. So yeah, people. Just take it easy, know your limits, and that's about it. Um, but make sure you gain that function and the mobility back wherever you injure yourself at. The best way to possibly gain your mobility back is probably in a pool. So if you have a therapeutic pool, I would recommend going to that, exercising in that, and go from there. Thanks for watching. Follow me on social media. Go to my website, delicatenutrition.com. Comment down below. I want to know your feedback.